I agree with the panelist on the legislature part of it and the enforcement part of it and the investigation part of it. I also agree on the technology piece, right? I mean, there's enough technology available. All our banks, all our financial institutions are as good as everywhere else in the world in terms of adoption of technology or the risk assessment that they do. I think, Harmeet, you were mentioning a little bit about people, and you kind of ignored that, and I don't want to ignore that, because if you look at the history of leaks, and you can pick up your newspaper from yesterday, or you can pick up your newspaper from 3 months ago or 6 months ago, majority of the leaks happen by trusted sources, right? So while I see a lot of discussion, a lot of focus on inbound protection, which means somebody is trying to come inside your network, I think we're missing out on the fact that 90% of our data today is actually outside of our data centers. A private bank or a government bank today is employing the best of cyber technologies. And I'm sure all of us who on the vendor side and also on the enforcement side would agree that every bank, every telecom company is pretty similar in terms of how they go about addressing or enforcing their firewalls or their switches or their application layer support and all that. Where the challenge has been coming in is when information is moving out. You can have a superb data center, you've spent millions of dollars out there, you have all of the information, and then the big boss tells somebody in his office, can you tell me the names of my top 100 customers and email it to me? And that information comes on my mobile phone, right? And that information is not protected. Today you can have your credit cards and the banks will have the best of the security, but then a statement has to be printed and you will go to a third party to print that statement. And there's information flowing from a secured, firewalled data center to an outside world, and you don't know where it is going in. And so what we believe in at Seclore, and that's the kind of stuff that we're looking at, is that instead of looking at data center security, we have to look at data centric security. The data which is moving out in any form, fashion, it can be a email, it can be a file, it can be on a pen drive, it can be on a network, peer-to-peer, whatever. If you can provide security to that piece of data, and security travels with that, that potentially is the best form. Because today, somebody send a mail from his office computer to his home computer. Your office computer is protected, but the same level of security is not there in your home computer. So how do I ensure the same level of security is there in the data piece which is residing there? So that's one aspect of what we are looking at, and that's what we are kind of working on. And the other, which is a more critical part, and is on maintaining logs and audit trails of data which moves out. So today I've sent you data in hope that